Moorish Americans here, there, and everywhere. A special tribute to all past leaders who have passed away, who live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Honest to all my brothers and sisters out there who want to know the truth about themselves. Honest to all Moorish Americans who live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And I'll open us up with the Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my God, and my salvation. By night and by day. To His Holy Prophet, Jurali Amin, Islam. First, all rise. Grand day. A beautiful day. A beautiful day to greet your brother and sister in peace and love. Today's show, Secrets of Evil. The secrets have been heightened for all these past 200-some years. It's been a crime against humanity. It's been a crime against the opposing people who are against the agenda of so-called white supremacy. The people who do not promote this so-called white supremacy or this modern-day Jim Crow are the ones who are being punished just like the so-called Negro, blacks, and colors, Afro-Americans, African-Americans. And when people fail to realize, as I said on my last channel the other day, that the hidden agenda is already being revealed. And it's no longer a secret that Robert Pike, who happens to be the originator of the Ku Klux Klan, and started in 1865. And the Ku Klux Klan member, Woodrow Wilson, happened to be a president at that time as well. So you have to take into consideration that all your United States corporate presidents are all Masons. Until you can understand that, then you don't understand so-called white supremacy. And the reason why I speak these things the way I speak, because these specific people are in cahoots, or buddy-buddy, homie to homie, with the Jewish synagogues. The same ones who are in brotherhood and buddy with the highest degree worshipful Master Mason of Hollywood, and so on and so on. So it all goes back to saying in the book of Revelation that I know thy truths and tribulation, that they say they are Jews and are not. They are rich and they're synagogues of Satan. Well, let's start off with the synagogues of Satan, the children of Satan. As I was reciting the scripture and reciting truth amongst my brothers and sisters who were listening, and maybe these specific people will be brought to justice, and I don't mean justice as far as court, because the judges and lawyers and prosecutors are all part of the Brotherhood Club of the Brotherhood Crusades, so to speak, of the Black Caucus. And all it started with the beginning of the Masonic Order and how they got their degrees and all this other stuff. And I'm here to expose these things because my brothers and sisters out there have no idea what they're getting themselves into when they join law enforcement, and especially if you be so-called white and you get away with so much, but yet and still you get away with all the scot-free, crazy madness to the point where you get paid for doing wrong and doing evil, and the uncivilized citizens are being brought to injustice to their knees because of the color of their skin and the fear that the so-called white people have is when they know the truth, but yet still they're fearing of the indigenous people because they know that they're going to take over. They know they're going to open up their eyes and realize that they're not Negro, black, and colored. They're going to open their eyes and say, I'm not Negro, black, or colored, or Afro-American, African-American. I am Moorish. And what's happening was proclaiming nationality as Moorish American. So what does that tell you? That the Europeans are inferior of the superior of the Moorish Americans. And anytime you obligate yourself to a binding contract and you put yourself out there as a black person, you have already lost the war. When you put yourself out there as a Negro, you have already lost the war. And there is nothing proud in being black. There's nothing proud in being colored. There's nothing proud in being Afro-American or African-American, because these names allude to slavery. I say this time and time again, as in the words of the illustrious prophet Noble Drew Ali, he said that I will repeat myself. And that's what I'm doing. I am repeating myself for those who are not able to come on my live and hear me demonstrate. Now, I love my brothers and sisters so much to the point where I come out here on a live, either on a daily or on a Friday or a Sunday or whatever, pretty much what Allah sees fit for me to speak. And Allah is in the heart. That's the nearest place I can meet Allah, is in the heart. Now, what we have to really understand is the condition of our people started with the Europeans. The Europeans are the ones who are in power. Not all of them, about 90% of them, because they took the oath, they took the scapegoat to get rich real quick and promote evil. And all this evil they promote through the media is all promoted through their ideas. Man's ideas is God. What's his God today is not his God tomorrow. So when we understand these things, then we understand where the pagan gods and their ideas came from. It came out of Europe. This is what formulated the Trinity. And this Trinity is not the same Trinity as the one who created the heavens and earth and everything that ever was and ever going to be. It has nothing to do with Elohim. And I'm going to say it is. Elohim was the one who created the devil of choice and free will. To do as you wilt and do as you please. Do whatever you see fits. Because the judgment is already here. The judgment has already been on. This is the time you were born. But with that being said, these particular ideas that's been formulated to bring a specific people a rise to the top versus the people who already been here over 10,000 years are being persecuted by the color of their skin. Now, this big lie that's going on is showing us and teaching us that that the Messiah is not pale-skinned European. I don't care what European put that up there. It certainly was not no so-called Negro, black, or colored. It's the Jewish synagogues of Satan and their pagan religion. Their pagan religion is of the devil. So, if Christianity came out of Judaism, then what does that tell you? But this is not hate. This is based upon facts. Wants to sit here and talk all this yip yap about this brother this and this brother that, and they have no factual proof, and they just going by hearsay. So where's the documentation saying that we Negro, black, and colored, and this is our nationality? Where's the proof? Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have that. We just made it up. And what ended up happening is they knew that these Europeans were black people who practiced this witchcraft and this demonic religion, and SWAT played a game called Trading Places, because they knew that the Europeans were the devil and evil, while the Asiatics of Northwest Africa and adjoining islands were the true white people. White represents purity, and purity means God, and God means rule of the land. Now, the Europeans were not here first, even though that's what they say throughout history. From the time I've been growing up, they've been lying. They've been lying and deceiving the people, and people just fell for the okie doke and say, oh yeah, well, Europe, they're the white people, this is their land here in America, and they're the one who came out with the Stars and Stripes, and yeah, and we have to obey them, yeah, and it was built upon Christianity, yeah, and all of this is just straight alleged falsehood, deceit. I can't make it up. Until the brothers and sisters start understanding the condition of how this all came about, then they will see where the condition has to change, but it cannot change by the color of your skin, but it has to change with the state of mind. Do y'all draw what y'all brother man is saying? Because the only thing I can say to you all is that you have to make up your mind what you're going to do. Because there's going to be multitudes of people going back to the slave ship, and then going back home to Europe, and so on and so on. Until the brothers and sisters start understanding these things, then the change is not going to come until one start understanding history and why Donald Trump is doing this, and that. Yo, the gig is up. It is up. It's over with. And you're probably wondering why I'm saying that. Because let's refer to the immigrants. The first immigrants that came here were Europeans. The second immigrants that came here were people of Asia. I have nothing against my brothers and sisters of Asia. I love my people of Asia. But if you're born here, that doesn't make you an American. And what's happening is that it took a census bureau every 10 years. That's what they did. And guess what they did? They took this information and put it in their archives to document who is a U.S. citizen and who's not a U.S. citizen. So all these U.S. citizens who did not proclaim nationality correctly and fall under the 14th Amendment status, you're definitely going to have to be deported. And it's not because Brother Moore's life says so, it's because it's based upon facts. This is what I know. They're going to be knocking on people's doors and going to be asking for paperwork. And you can sit here and show your license and all this other stuff that you a PhD. I said this in my last show. Nobody, how many people are paying attention? If you do not proclaim your nationality, and you don't have your nationality on the record so the record can reflect, you're in some serious trouble. To be evil or facetious, I'm saying this because it's facts. We can't sit here and try to justify and say the reason why the illegal immigrants are here is because for blah 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 reason. Some people did. I'm gonna say the people who are immigrants who got U.S. citizenship, they all did it the wrong way. In all actuality, we fail to think as a group of people. We choose worship under a religion that don't belong to us, but that was given to us by the slaveholder. And please don't say that Christianity came from Ethiopia. Christianity did not come from no Ethiopia. Matter of fact, Christianity wasn't even on the scene in Ethiopia. Ethiopia has nothing to do with the Nicaea Council. The first version of the Bible in English. They have nothing to do with that. We had our own teachings, but they took out the teachings and added to it and plagiarized it and redecorated it and put pale-skinned Europeans on a demonstration to make it seem like that they're the ones who are the chosen people. That's a big fat lie. So you mean to tell me Esau's people was the chosen people of Edomites? That's what Europeans are. They're Edomites. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call the facts what it is. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. To all of y'all out there who are listening and paying attention to what I'm saying to you, you are going to be the ones that make it. For the rest of y'all out there who just think I'm just talking just to talk, and you think because you are white privileged of America, so to speak, and America's your country, no, Europe is your country. That's where your ancestors are from. And you're not even on a record to show that you're an American citizen. You don't have any documentation. Nor do you understand what the word America means. Something ain't right with that picture. So if you are lying and deceiving the people to say that you're an American, then you don't even know what the word American means. You don't even know where it came from. You just following some Johnny-come-lately George Washington demonstration that has no basis of truth. And I'm saying that because it's the truth. George Washington was born during the same time that this country was being developed. So how is he going to be the first president? Well, I'm going to tell y'all this much though. He became the first president because he's a Mason. And all y'all who say this yip yap about this and that, saying he wasn't no Mason and all this other stuff, you guys are just straight lost in the sauce, man. You have no idea. You don't even study for yourself. Whatever the school teaches you, whatever the school indoctrinates you with, you take it and you run with it and say, oh, I got the information. You don't know. School is supposed to have a hidden agenda and not supposed to teach you the truth. Do you realize that every time a so-called Negro, black, and colored learn their history and learn their culture, do you know what happens to their state of mind? What happens to their self-esteem? It builds up their self-esteem. That's what it does. But I'm about to take a pause right quick because we got 2 people in the chat over here. Wow. We got Gunner, H2016, Heaven High Peace of Blessings. And we got EG69, Peace and blessings to you. Honors to you. Honors to all those in the chat. Honors to all those who are listening and desire the truth for themselves. Honors to those who love the truth and who have subscribed to the channel. Praise Allah for you. But I have a various of things to say to you all, because what I have to say to you all is all true. It's nothing but the truth. So help you Allah, and the truth shall make you free. We can never separate ourselves as a so-called Negro, blacks, and colors from the Latino, Chicano, Hispanic. We can never separate ourselves from them because they're family. We cannot separate ourselves from the islanders because they're family. Indigenous, that is. We cannot separate ourselves from the Asians because they're family too. They all have the part of the Moorish bloodline running through their veins. They all have these things running through their veins, but guess what? We all know what the truth is. But guess what though? For all of us that do know the truth, we should teach it. And that's why I'm here today. Is to teach my brothers and sisters, or to all my beloveds over there, that you are going to be the ones to make it, because now we have the truth. And the truth is like the proof is in the pudding, yo. And I don't mean Bill Cosby, Jello. But this just goes to show you all that everything that I'm saying to you is valid. And everything I'm saying to you is truth. Okay, going back to the story of the Europeans. When the Europeans got here on that slave ship and had no work, they went into work on a plantation. And what they did was, these group of Europeans hated each other. And what they did was, they said, okay, well, what we're going to do is, this is going to be the plan. We may not like each other, but if we group together and denounce our nationality and take upon the nationality of the slaves, we'll have access to the land. And we can free ourselves from the Great Britain and all this and all that. So now we have to be the plantation owners, and we have to take over the land. So what we're going to do is we're going to swear a death oath not to tell the Moorish children who they truly are or who their forefathers were, but the Moorish children are truly Negro, black, and colored people. And we're going to have to swear this death oath in this Masonic order and keep it going. While that has happened, these Europeans took upon the names of the Asiatic people of North America, which is Morocco. That's what they did. So, with that being said, this is why you hear Europeans got Asiatic names like Williams, McCulley, and so on, Jones, and so on and so on and so on. Now, this is what causes the confusion, because the Europeans have access to the land is the reason why they're the one who causing gentrification. A lot of the Europeans are in the political office and they're granting other ones land and so on and so on. And this 1913 demonstration of this banking system has already came into an existence. So now, with that being said, this is why you see mostly all these so-called white folks in the banks, in the doctor's office, and all this other stuff, because they're told if they follow the script, they will be rich. And they, trust me, they became rich. Majority of so-called white doctors are doctors, lawyers, prosecutors, police officers, EMTs, medics, firefighters, etc., etc. So when you start understanding these things, then you begin to understand the condition. When you start seeing a European beating down a so-called black man, you know that goes back to history. When a European so-called white person beating a so-called black man down because he's a police officer, he's afraid that the slave has the upper authority. So this is where the fear came in. This is being passed down from generation to generation, yo. And y'all just fail to see the truth for what it truly is. But I'm just gonna cut this live short because I want y'all to understand the situation of the history and the culture. The Moorish people have already been here. We civilized the Europeans. We took them out the dark ages. We taught them 3-course meals. We taught them how to bathe, take a bath. Because y'all was just straight foul and stinky at the time. Y'all massacred cats. Who's going to go kill a cat? When you kill a cat, you kill the ecosystem. What is wrong with y'all? You guys were foul when we arrived in the Iberian Peninsula. We civilized y'all, we gave y'all language, we gave y'all the religion and all this other stuff. And then and after all the stuff that we treated y'all kindly and all this other stuff, after the war and gave y'all structure how to raise your family and show honor and respect, you come back and then you slaughter us. You take away our nationality, you harass us, you're trying to kill us off, you're trying to commit this gentrification. You bring your homosexuality to us for us to accept, and all of a sudden now we got so many so-called Negro, blacks, and colors homosexuals. It's not even funny. It's like a repeat of the Sodom and Gomorrah, yo. That's what it is. You can't deny the charges. Now the rest of y'all so-called your white folk, you know what I'm saying, who are just, who are not with that white supremacy, who don't believe in that homosexuality, who are Muslim, who are Christian, and y'all just praise Allah for y'all. And there's only a few percentage of y'all. I can probably count on two hands and have none left over. That's bad. But I'm just here to tell y'all the truth. But just always remember, brothers and sisters, y'all want to call yourself black. Y'all need to stop calling yourself black. When you call yourself black, you're already contracted and gave up your constitutional rights. When you call him white, you're calling him superior to you because now you're inferior to him. That's what I have to say to you all. But, you know, people are going to take my information, they're going to twist it around and say, I said this and said that. But no, listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth. There is no such people as a white people. There is no such people as a black people. That was created by a scientist who was European. That's who created this so-called race and ethnicity, separating the Asians from the Africans and Africans from the indigenous North, Central, South Americans. Come on now. We all got to get it right. If you're not going to accept this truth, you're going to fall for anything. If you're going to fall for the falsehood, then you might as well just sit in a dirty diaper and don't even change. Get blisters all over yourself. That's what you ought to do. You know what I'm saying? Because, number one, you ain't ready for this. All y'all ones out there dressing provocative, being promiscuous, having all these baby daddies and all this other stuff. You ain't ready for this life. You ain't ready for what's about to happen. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to clean. You don't know how to sew. You thinking going to McDonald's, that's dinner. No, that's not dinner. That's garbage. And your thinking is garbage. You ain't real. You got these fake, y'all sisters got these fake eyelashes on. That's number one. Number two, you got this fake hair. It's not even yours, but you got to go audacity, go tell me, I bought it, it's mine. Do you know where hair comes from? It comes from the scalp. The scalp is what generates energy. When you put that fake hair on your head, or any hair on your head, you take it upon someone else's spirit. But yet and still, Brother Morris Live don't even know what he's talking about. He's just talking rhetoric, right? Is that what you think? Because guess what? They're going to shut down the weave shops too. I got to get my nails done. Well, that nail polish you're putting on is European poison too. Don't even know that, huh? Ah! Y'all refuse to get it right, huh? But guess what? You guys got to go audacity, go talk about some. I need a man to take care of me. He need to treat me like a princess. Yeah, you a daughter of Jezebel princess. That's who you is. You don't even know how to be a woman. You don't even know how to be a wife. You don't know how to be nurturing, and all you want to do is blah, blah, blah. Talk from tongue to tongue to tongue. That's all you want to do is blaspheme and talk bad about people. You talk bad about your own mama. You disrespect your grandmoms. You disrespect your father. Even if he's not in your life or not, you still disrespect him. You have no honor about you, and evil is what you practice. You're so far caught up. You got your hair so far up your rectum to the point where you can't even see broad daylight of truth. Someone tell you the truth about yourself, and you want to get out of. Oh no, you didn't gonna take my earrings off. I'm gonna tell my shoes off. We gonna box. We gonna handle this because nobody to be talking about me like that. Yeah, you gonna need your butt whooped. That's what you gonna need. You gonna need your diaper tapped out. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You a Jezebel and you wrong. And then you produces all these babies like you, baby from baby's kids. You don't even take care of your children. You know what I'm saying? As in the words of my grandmother, you's a mammy. Because a mammy means one who don't take care of her children. And you just slept up with a dude who's a pappy. Because guess what? He ain't no father either. He's a father, but he ain't fitting the description of a father. He ain't help taking care of his responsibility. So now we're going to be demonstrating this truth because guess what? Y'all ain't ready for this. And for the rest of y'all Jezebels out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't ready for this life. You know what's going to end up happening to you? Sex trafficking. Somebody going to run a train up on you. And I don't mean that song, come on, ride the train and ride it. No, we're not talking about Quad City DJs. No, we're not. We're talking about you and your promiscuous lifestyle and how you want to put the responsibility on every other man and not woman up. And to be able to take care of your responsibility for what you do have and appreciate what you do have and count as many blessings as you can and thank God Allah that you're still alive. But you over here, you want to mistreat the children. Now go outside, go play. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 years old, but you got pedophiles around the way going, you know what I'm saying, going to rape your children. But you going to tell them go outside so you can have a good time by yourself watching a porno flick. Come on now. You can't talk to me because I already know. I already know about the Jezebel because guess what? I got a child's mother who's a Jezebel, straight up. So now you are the problem. You can't go blame the so-called white man or white woman for your problem because guess what? You're the one who accepted the condition as a black people. You got to go audacity, go talk about somebody else's nationality, someone else's culture, but yet still you don't even want to straight up your act. You don't want to proclaim your nationality. You just accept whatever they tell you. Yeah, poor good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That's who you are. You got issues. It's called PTSD. You don't want to sit here and straighten out your problem. You don't want to change your condition. You don't want to do the right thing. And if you did, you would go seek help. But when someone say you need help and you over here slashing dude's face up, like you a Jezebel or whatever, you don't deserve to be with a man. Matter of fact, you don't even deserve your children. You need to take them up for your adoption. That's what you ought to do. Don't make me go there. Because the facts is the facts. You're so indoctrinated with the media, and now it's got you all hypnotized. So now you you're Frankenstein out and everything, but you don't know nothing else because you can't even change your condition. You don't even know where to start. Oh, I gotta go get my hair did. I gotta get my nails did. Oh, the children can survive with their own, but yeah, he got a saggy diaper. His inside his thighs and his little manhood and his butt is all raw because you didn't even change his diaper in time enough. Because you let him sitting there. I ain't got no money for no diapers. Whose problem is that? That's your problem. You're the one who decided to open up your legs to that King Herod over there. The one who said, who don't honor me, I'm going to kill him on sight. And you're like, oh my God, he's just so, yeah, right. And guess what? He the one who laid in your bed and got his good, feel good on real quick. And he had sex with you and he bounced out. That's what he did. But I don't know who my baby daddy is. But you want somebody to have some remorse for you, but you ain't got no, you ain't even thinking, yo. You got all this stuff going on for you. You got a future going on for you, but you choose to waste it on folly. You choose to go chase luxury, but instead of educating yourself and educating and straightening out your condition, your mind to better yourself, you want to go chase luxury. So we already know what master you serving because we already know that you ain't studying to show thyself approved. We know that you're serving two masters because you know you gonna love one, and then we already know you're gonna hate the other. So all of a sudden now you want to push these children off on somebody else, but this is your responsibility. Where you gonna let your mama take care of the children while you just go run off and go have fun somewhere else. You should have laid up and had children with nobody then. Brothers, you ain't no different. You just as worse as these sisters out here. You a boy. You ain't no man. A man owns up to his responsibility. He mans up when he say he wrong. But yeah, and still you want to lay up with this woman. Dang, baby fat, yo. Man, she got ass. I want to fuck. That's all you want to talk. That's all you talk about. Man, I want to make her my stripper, man. She can do whatever to me, man. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? I want to hit that. And yeah, you have no idea what you got yourself into. All of a sudden, now you got a disease that the doctor can't even pronounce or even get the proper pronunciation, but yeah, instead you being promiscuous, you over here sleeping with that woman. Man, you know what I'm saying? I fuck many bitches, you know what I'm saying? Me and my nuts is hurt, now they itching, man. Yeah, because you got STD, bro. She got it from you. She gave it to you. Well, you come to me, Big Daddy, I'm going to give you a gift. Yeah, STD. Shoot, man, y'all have no idea. Then y'all young folks in my generation gonna talk about, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, you a virgin, man, you gay, dude. Who came up with that dumb philosophy? Who did? I want to know. How is it that a person who's a virgin is gay? How is that possible? Because they choose not to be promiscuous? Maybe they want to save themselves for their future wife or something wrong. What's wrong with that? Do you know that the idolaters and fornicators will not inherit God's kingdom? Okay, that's what the Bible teaches us. That's what was given to us. But all of a sudden now you want to be worldly. Well, Jesus says, I'm in the world, but not of it. That part. But you have no idea what you're getting yourself into when you meet a woman. Dang, girl got some thighs. She thick. Man, you know, she thick. You know what I'm saying? Her toes is sexy, yo. She got some sexy toes and ankles and thighs, man. She got that long hair. Yeah, man, that's baby mama right there. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. I'm gonna say that much. Because y'all have no idea. Baby daddy got shot up by somebody from a rival gang. Now you don't have a father figure for this child now. Because you went to go marry a person who's a street thug. You have no idea what you get yourself into, family. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's why when you make a mistake, you don't repeat the mistake. When you make a mistake like me and have two children or multiple children with one mother who is incompetent, you have yourself to blame. You can't blame her. You got to blame yourself because you chose to be with her. I'm the one who caused the problem for myself. You know what I'm saying? I can admit to it. I can man up and admit to it. I can man up to admit that I slept with a woman who was incompetent, who was a Jezebel. That's why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. The house is dirty. She goes to the laundromat. She washes clothes, but she comes back and the clothes still stink. Wow. Sounds like she just threw them in the dryer. Didn't wash them at all. Man, that's crazy. She got to go to go wash the dishes, right? And all the leftover grease that's in the dishes, that's in the sink, is the soapy dishwater. She has a new dish. She go wash the dishes in a dirty dishwater with the leftover grease and all the food in there. Are you serious right now? I grew up seeing this with my own eyes, yo. I know this for a fact. I can't be making this stuff up. Y'all can think what you like. But, yo, some of y'all just have no idea. Some of y'all youngsters just have no respect for the elders. You see an old man with a gray beard, you want to start a fight with him, but you don't even know what training he had. You don't know what if he was in the military or whatever. You don't know nothing. You don't even know your own nationality. And if you do, what are you doing to protect your culture? That's the question to y'all. Hold on a minute. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself. if y'all mess up, at least for those ones who out there who say can to make a speed reparation, praise Allah for y'all. But for the rest of y'all just straight dumb, incompetent. You could change, but I don't know how long it's gonna take. But be mindful of what goes on around you. Pay attention. That's number one. Number two, everybody who may be your friend may be a Judas. So for all y'all out there who choose not to do the right thing and want to continue to mislead people and do people wrong, yeah, you're going to reap what you sow. That's what the book of Galatians says. You're going to reap what you sow. Me, I'm going to be all right. Somebody got to start doing something wrong to my family. Yo, it's going to be on. So, all I got to say to y'all is, Islam, y'all take care of yourself. Y'all be peace or whatever. Pray that whatever trials and tribulations y'all go through, I pray that you conquer in the name of peace. I shall close this out with the Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day. Through His holy prophet, Drew Ali, Amin, Islam.